I'd like to take a few minutes and discuss with you this evening about fuel sending units. Seems to be a fuel delivery issue month here at TYC Garage. So um, here we have here a sending unit out of a '04 Chevy Avalanche slash Suburban, whatever you want to call it, right? Um, your Silverado is the same setup. You're going to have the same setup like this here. For those of you who have never changed one of these before, uh, it's straightforward, like you have nothing to worry about. But when you go and talk to your auto parts distributor about one of these, you might want to take your wife in with you. Because when your auto parts guy tells you the price of one of these are 700 bucks, okay, without tax. So, you know, you might want to have somebody to cry on, because you're going to need somebody's shoulder to cry on. You know, so anyway, yeah, these aren't cheap. Unless, of course, you go to rockauto.com. I ordered a new one for my truck, and it only cost me $300. You know, if you're a Canadian resident, you know, with the high Canadian dollar the way it is right now, it might be in your best interest to order one of these now from them. I do business with them personally, and they've treated me very, very well over the years, and, you know, the parts come right to my door. I don't have to go driving around or calling auto parts stores looking for car parts, you know. I can just do it at the comfort of my own computer. So, another thing I'd like to discuss, when you do pop this off your fuel tank, you're going to have two quick connect hoses right here. This is spring loaded, okay, so, you know, when you put your new one in, you might have to play with it a bit to get it to sit properly. But there are two quick connect hoses, so when this lifts up a few inches, you know, don't go ripping and tearing, you know, because you got two quick connect hoses that got to be unplugged before you can fully take out the unit. Plus, when you're taking it out, you're going to have to move it because you got your level sensor right here as well. So, yeah, so, also, when you go into, if you do decide to go to your auto parts distributor for one of these, you're going to ask for, more than likely, a sending unit, which is what this is, except they don't really call it that anymore. Even though that it is its general name as a sending unit, right? They most likely just call these a fuel pump now, mainly because it's all one unit, okay? Back in the late 90s, these parts were interchangeable, meaning that if the fuel pump went, you could change the fuel pump and not have to buy a whole new sending unit, which included your level sensor and all this up here, right? So anyway, they redesigned all that. Now, your auto parts distributor is going to stumble you, and more than likely he'll say, "Are you looking for a fuel pump, sir?" And you're going to say, "No, I'm looking for a sending unit." And he's going to say, "Fuel pump for an '04 Silverado, Tahoe, you know, whatever." And you believe me, you want to just say yes, because that's what it is now. The parts aren't interchangeable anymore. Before, you know, if your sending unit would rust out like this one did, you know, fuel lines would be leaking. The fuel pump is still good, but you can't replace just the sending unit and put your old fuel pump in a new sending unit. It just doesn't work like that anymore. They don't do it like that anymore. So, unfortunately, this sending unit here sprung a leak because the top portion is fairly corroded, and it just doesn't work like that anymore. You know, the fuel pump unfortunately does still operate in this sending unit here, but it's you can't. The parts aren't interchangeable anymore. So, like I say, you go, if one of these goes bad on you, trust me, it's going to be a $700 day. So I'm just giving you some advice. If you go to rockauto.com, I personally do business with them, and I will not do business with anybody else, unless, of course, I really have to. If, let's say, like an alternator blows on my car and I need the car running by tomorrow morning, well, then I'll go deal with my local auto parts distributor 25 miles up the road. But 95% of the time I deal with Rock Auto. Parts are very good price, and with the high Canadian dollar, you can't complain. So I thought I'd give you a little bit of information on these. You know, you go into your auto parts distributor asking for a sending unit for whatever your truck you have. You can't do that anymore. It's listed as a fuel pump, and when you ask for a fuel pump, they're going to tell you that this is $700. Okay, and parts just aren't interchangeable anymore. So when you get your new one, you'll get a new level sensor, new fuel pump, everything, the whole 9 yards. So a little bit of information today about fuel pumps and sending units there, guys. You guys take care of yourself. Don't forget about our promotional giveaway. All you have to do is subscribe to TYC and you could be the lucky winner.